Hello, Safety Sandra here. We're going to talk about competence today. And competence is an interesting topic because when we are on a job site, we can often get stopped. Maybe an enforcement officer comes around or there's an incident. And then, of course, we do have enforcement. Competence is something that has to be proved. And a lot of supervisors ask, well, but does that have to be a specific ticket? And no, it does not. But we have to, as the employer, have to prove that everyone who is doing that task has the competence to do that task. And we can do that in a myriad of ways. Let's say I'm going to operate a piece of equipment. I can have a ticket that shows, yes, Sandra Fleming, Safety Sandra, has a ticket. She is competent to operate that excavator. Does that mean I'm competent? A lot of people in the field would say, no, that does not mean she's competent. That means that maybe she spent 3, 6, 9 days in a course, and that's competent. The best form of competency, like checking for competency we see in the field, is experience. So if somebody's had adequate experience, training, knowledge, they're probably the most competent person on that site. Do they have bad habits? Maybe. But hey, if they can be checked off as being competent, get that in writing. That will help you for so far. So have competency checklists. You're bringing on a whole bunch of new laborers for the fall, and they're doing a specific task, say concrete cutting. Get them signed off to any equipment they're going to use or to the task. And it's called competency assessments. That is a great tool, and it will go far in your documentation trail, both for audits, for your core, for your C-core audit. If you had an incident and you have an enforcement officer asking, can you prove that this worker is competent? Competency assessments are the bomb. They are amazing. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Somebody can make up a template to what is a safe way to do that job. Make sure somebody who is a very experienced person watches, observes that worker, and signs them off to be competent. And that goes so far. Competency is it's not going anywhere. We see it more and more and more called into investigations, and definitely called into audits. So any task, any role can have a competency assessment, and I highly, highly encourage you to get something like that going. Okay, that's all I got today. I'll see you in the field.